There you go. You can also see the cards. Okay, so this is Battle Forge. The forge, the actual forge, where you can experiment with your deck, which you can barely see because it's at the bottom. Let's see that the Kofi goal goes away. There you go. You've got your deck at the bottom here. I'm not sure if there's a UI scaling option now that I think about it. Because I'm running it on a rather high resolution. But I don't see UI scaling. UI scaling is not easy to do. It usually messes with or we could increase chat font size, but that's alright. Anywho, this is where you start the game, right? And then the game offers you a campaign map on which you can play single player games. These are the little dots here. You start here with the tutorial, basically, your first proper mission, and then you follow this storyline up to this resolution here. The same here, that's also multi-part, and then bits of the story here and there, and they all interconnect, and you can follow that plot with Chapter 1, Stories from the Age of Twilight, right? And you can let it read.
For ages, giants, mighty and terrible sons of the earth, had reigned in...
Which is awesome, and the story is really good. I really enjoy it every time I play it and follow it, and you can read about the game's lore and background, which is also really cool. But the core of it is that you have 4 different colors that you can pick from to build a deck with, and you can have multiple decks. You have 2 starter decks, these 2 here, I think. This is one I built. There's a tutorial deck, and then you can build 101. It's the upper limit. You can clone decks and sort them. And the way it works is that in the game you unlock, they're called monuments. They give you 1 energy orb. 1 orb of a different color. So you build your deck accordingly. So I start this deck with a green orb, then I pick a blue orb, and then you can have up to 4. You can even have more on some maps, but doesn't really matter. And the way it works is that you pick your cards from your deck, and then you have them attached to your cursor, and then you cast them.
Windweavers on the house.
Right? You cast them onto the game map, and then they appear there in case of a spell. The spell happens in that moment instantly, and there are also buildings that you can place. And it's an RTS, right? It's a real-time strategy game, and I'm going to show you a campaign map. Let's play on advanced so that I have a bit of a challenge. So you pick your map and then your deck, and there's a suggestion also to help you a bit. There's a summary what you are supposed to do, right? And then you start. And this is basically the beginning of the story, so there's no big end game spoiler or anything. That's how it goes. And you collect gold and something called Battle Forge points over the course of playing the game and doing quests and achievements.
When we returned to the surface, we found everything
and get more cards, right? You
twisted.
Oh, they don't stop talking when I pause the game. Interesting. So yeah, you get new cards. That's the collectible part, and you start increasing your deck's power and building more decks, varied decks and specialized decks, and then you start challenging yourself with tougher missions. As you can see, when you start up the mission, there's standard, advanced, and expert missions, and there's also later on 4-player and 12-player maps, which is nuts.
They attacked us like vile beasts.
Yes. So we're to defeat the Twilight creatures, and Rogue and Kale here must survive. We better make sure. I'm going to summon 2 Dryads.
We must help the others.
Put them into battle mode. Right. And help. Now let's go over there. They've got a Twilight Devastator. That's a big one. And I'm not going to go into the details of the game's mechanics. You can figure that out for yourself. That's part of the fun.
Good work.
These little buildings here
Watch
give you
out!
energy, which accumulates up here
Damn.
to cast spells
Must
with.
reach the village to the east.
Right, so you accumulate energy via these. and then-
Skylords are with us.
He keeps talking. You accumulate energy. This is the first orb for this map. It's been automatically built as soon as I cast the first spell. So that's how you choose your first orb color. And as soon as you think your army's big enough, I'm going to summon some archers here. You can group them up like in an RTS with a hotkey, and then you can send an attack move command and then watch the magic. And
They're calling reinforcements.
I was very lucky that I pulled this one out of the deck. She's pretty powerful. You can switch between her being like a support archer, and she can also put enemies to sleep, right? So she's got like a special skill. Right? Now they're putting them to sleep instead of shooting them with magic. And then we can take him out. Easy peasy.
The way is clear. Let us make haste.
Right.
Someone
also-
has closed the old army gates.
Krogan Kale talks a lot. There's also a stop command and the hold
Not
position.
us out, but something in. The village is in trouble. The very
That's a
buildings
building?
have been infected with this twilight curse.
It's varying
We
the
must
volumes
pass.
here.
Open the gate.
Now we can listen to him. I'm gonna place a defensive tower here. Help those guys come in. Oop. Run. Now we can shoot them. Yeah, they're gonna explode.
It's explosive. Pull back. Move back
Ow.
when these ones fall.
Right, so the second monument here is going to be Frost. Because I'm mixing two different colors in the deck, which is cool. It's good fun. And then we wait until that's finished. Although we do have enough punch weight here to have a look. In case of emergency, we can fall back here to the tower. Oh yeah, we should be able to take him.
Ambush!
Oh, from all the sides. So we're gonna set one giant to artillery mode.
Balance.
Where are they going? Now this is an enemy building that spawns more units, so we want to get rid of that. And we're going to build another energy well. A power well they're called. Right, and the more you play, the faster you get with clearing these maps also. It's a cool challenge to go for higher difficulty and try to beat the maps.
Typical. More incoming.
Let's go for these guys first. Lucky for us, they are not the ones that explode. Oop. That's when we fall back a bit. Let them come. Gonna get some archer support here.
Spirit Hunter.
That's one of those that explodes.
Follow. Listen.
Right. We were sidestepping that in a good way.
Careful. They're sending reinforcements.
Yeah, that's alright. We're gonna pull back here. They are taking care of the building. That worked alright. Well, it's an RTS, right? The more challenging the maps, the more micromanagement you have to do. Let's take the drives again to put the enemy to sleep. Easier to manage if they are sleeping. Yeah, that looks alright. I can get some defenses here. Gonna put power out, and then we should be fine for the moment. Right, and then you have the game is tracking your goals up here. Game time, which is not super important to me, but yeah, what you do is manage your units, their movements, and your energy pool, which is kind of important. If a unit dies, part of its energy cost goes back into a secondary power source. Basically, it's called the void, and from there it returns to your power pool over time. So my void power is nearly 0, so there's nothing coming back from there. So if you're upgrading, for example, from these tier 1 units, right, they cost only 1 orb, the more powerful ones, you could decide to send these back. They are relieved from duty, and now the power pool up here, it's a very tiny number, but it's now filling up the main pool again. So you can recycle units in a good way. I've got a building that makes summoning units cheaper. I'm going to build that. Well.
Prowling the spirit realm.
They'll be on the battlements, just in case. And our dryads can go into bombard mode. Okay, the tower is shooting grenades at them that knock them back, so that makes it easy to hold the position here. They're also shooting at that building, that's interesting. Okay, let's get for some support for the big guy. Right, and then I can pick from these archers, these stone tempests, which are basically immobile shooting platforms. They are quite tanky. And we've got cavalry here. So I'm gonna summon. Oh, they cost a lot. They are quite powerful. They don't attack in this form. You have to send them to a certain location, and then you tell them to go into attack mode. We have 2 knights, and then we can go
ready
and see what's done here. Well, let's wait until they regenerate. If you don't summon units next to your buildings, they have summoning sickness, which means they can't use their active abilities, and they have only half their maximum health. So you should summon next to your buildings. That's something I forget about a lot. Big Chaos, welcome. How's it going? We're playing Nemo's not childhood, but one of Nemo's favorite games. Have you ever played Battlefront, Lucas? Oh, let's get rid of the tower. Oh, we lost one of the knights.
We are civilized men.
Pull the dryads back a bit. So they are basically mobile towers. And you can also set them into sort of a regeneration mode, like this, which is super powerful. Of course, later on you learn the hotkeys, and then all this is a bit faster. And our third monument will be, I think, green again. Yeah, the Sylvan Gate is green. So. See, now they regenerate, they shield themselves while they do that. And we can set them back into regular mode. Oh. This, I cheated, this is not part of the next fest. But it's a game that I was very fond of, and they shut down the servers in 2013. And this is a fan project that basically brought it back completely, which is amazing. And I wanted to show that around a bit. So I'm doing a mission here showing the essentials of the game. Or some of them at least. Right, let's get some more energy from this. Don't really know what we're facing there, I guess. Yeah, the thorn bugs are quite powerful, but also quite expensive. Get some more lights. Oh yeah, I forgot about the breeding
Knights
grounds.
at the ready.
The breeding grounds up here make it
Right,
cheaper in this radius here. Make it cheaper to summon units. 15% less power. That's a lot. Okay. Now let's have a look at what we're facing here. Oh, big monster thing.
To me, sirs.
It's not coming. Interesting.
Even gods are among
To
our
battle!
steel and thunder.
Let's pull it in.
Peasant.
Put it to sleep with me. Yeah, much easier to manage than it is.
Fine steel is brave. Victorious. Onward.
That's one nasty enemy. We need to take
We
care
are
of her.
civilized men.
At least she knocks down small units. And mediums also.
Defend
Gee.
yourself, sir.
Yeah, they are tough. Twilight Hag. Knockback is always something that can be devastating if you're not prepared for it. We're gonna wreck their last building.
The area is clear. Move on.
We heard other refugees gather near the city Hope.
Do not be startled. I am Viridia, a Skylord like you. My spirit communes with yours directly. The mortals cannot hear us.
Alright.
We must aid the mortals against this twilight curse. We've agreed to rally them in the city Hope. There, they can make a new beginning. You need to help these humans past the infected town to the north and across the old burial mound.
Right, and the game
be
shows
wary.
where that is.
This area swarms with infected. On the hill to the south is an army screaming stone.
What's this
Using it will provoke the remaining infected to attack. You have two options. Either forge a strong army and attack the twilight creatures to the north, or build a solid defense, then call them to you with a screaming stone. The choice is yours.
We're gonna build a Mind Weaver, which lets you control enemy units for a bit. Not that one though. That's uncontrollable. Alright, I want to have one more
The
group of
eternal
archers here. I'm going to try the defense version here. I'm not going to go out and attack. I'm going to use this wall to my advantage.
best
And
of both worlds.
We're going to try to take on the assault that's coming when we call for it. Which is still on cooldown. We can't yet. Right. Let's see. Energy is still coming in, but at a relatively slow rate, so... maybe I want some flyers. Nah, I'm gonna get Thornbarks. They support each other. The more of these you have, the better. They can connect to a root network, which supports them. The more that are in the network, the better. Up to 4 per unit can support. You can have more in the network, but 4 is the number you want. Right, and you have to root them down, right? So they are nature units. Put down roots, like so, and then they shoot out thorns in radius, and it's very powerful as a defense. I think I can call the enemy now.
The Screaming Stone has been invoked. Prepare yourself. Soon they will come. All of them.
I add another thorn bark. Right, now all the enemy units come for us. You can also pick off some of them before you call them. That's also entirely possible. And I'm going to try to mind control that little monstrosity. There you go. Now it's ours. I think there's a maximum duration. 12 seconds. It helps. Now let's see. We need the big guy down. We'll start the repairs from that defense. Now they don't really do focus fire. Let's get that one. Ah, they are through the wall here. Ah, that is safe. There's no problem for us. Right, we can add another thorn bark.
Impressive. I never thought you could defend against such an onslaught.
Look, the knights were outside.
Now, move north.
Uproot the thorn barks.
Praise the Skylords. The way is clear. Let's
No,
move.
sadly no. Emre, welcome in. The official servers by EA
I
have
sense
been
an odd
stopped.
presence on the burial hill. An
Closed down.
infected Wrathgazer. He's consuming the spirits of the dead.
Oh no! In 2013 they shut down the servers, and this is a fan project that revived it. If you check out the link in the discovery here, that's a link to the forums where you can get information how to download it and how to play this. It used to be that you buy card packs with real money, or you could use the marketplace and trade with other players, but they have removed that. There's no real money involved. It's exclusively a fan project, and you earn points to buy cards in the game. But it is a collectible card game with an RTS battlefield, and it's pretty good. It is pretty good, and it's impressive what they did as a fan project. They did balancing and polishing, which is much more
Send in
than
melee troops to occupy the creature and stop any spirits from reaching him.
much more than I would have expected of any fan project. So we can now select multiple towers. I don't know. Since we don't need these anymore, we're going to dismantle them and put their energy back into the network. Right, I'm going to send the knights up there, and the others can go over here. Wait, you are not the others. You're supposed to go there. I'm currently playing a deck that consists of green and blue, nature and frost units, but there's also fire and shadow, and you can build lots and lots of different decks. There's so many cards in this game. I don't even know how many there are. Insane. A Warcraft 3. You don't really have hero units as such, but yeah, I see what you mean. I need a second blue orb. Now I'm unlocking, with the 4th orb here, I'm unlocking the most powerful cards. A big heal, a dragon, a big artillery, and a huge monster with an eye in the middle. An Cyclops. And an artillery. That's mobile. It has more units than Warcraft had. Warcraft 3. More advanced is hard to say, because Warcraft 3 is not without reason that it has been played so much in the Defense of the Ancients mod. People love that for a reason. So we can build our savings account here.
Valiant to the last.
Get some more energy. And we're supposed to defeat this monstrosity here, the Twilight Wrathgazer. And the person talking to us in our heads has suggested that we might need some melee troops to occupy the big monster thing. I think I'm just gonna park the Thornbirds next to it. But now let's get some of the big ones here. Spore launcher.
Spore launcher waking.
Yeah, it's lovely that they all have voice acting. It's really cool. They also have different lines.
Time and world enough.
It's very enjoyable.
Unity.
Right?
Wooden hearts break just the same.
Yes. The Spore Launcher and the Thornbarks, they all connect to the root network, supporting each other. And I'm gonna show you how that looks when you play nature.
Thornbark awake.
You select the Thornbarks. All of them. They're gonna be
Movement.
connected. All of them. So that's gonna be one unit I send in. We also want to see the big ass dragon, right? So unit 1. And then we've got a bunch of smallish units. They can be 2. I'm gonna send them in basically as support. There's obviously a unit limit. I think you see it up here. 120 is the maximum population. Bigger creatures take more population, of course. And small ones. In the top right of the card, you see the energy cost and how many orbs you need and what color. If it's a gray circle, any color does the trick. Top left is the name and the tier of the card. You can upgrade cards up to 3 times. And in the bottom right, you see the rarity. And also the size of the creature and the attack. And the hit points. These are NPC guys. They are part of the campaign map we're playing. I'm gonna also show a random map after this. Random maps are a bit different, so there's a big dragon here. They look awesome, right? I love them. They're really cool. Okay, so now we're gonna start this up. We're gonna march up there.
Now.
Attack them. Send
He's
in the
seen
dragon.
me. Move in.
And they just freeze units.
Unity.
And we need to stop these spirits from reaching the Wrath Gate. I'm mainly going to use the dragon for that. So I instantly target the spirits that come out of these sides here. And they have different effects if they reach them. The kind spirit heals the enemy. The cruel spirit does damage. Right, and the Wrath Gazer targets a single unit of mine and then eats them up over time. Right, so now I need to see if it's going to be enough or not. I'm going to get back up. But yeah, it should be. Bad spirit. Now the Gemi is shooting at him. That's extra damage. And I think I'm going to call in some Lyrish Knights here.
Knights ready.
They can help.
Right.
Oh, no heal. Oh, they targeted the dragon. That's bad.
Right. That
I need
settles
to
it.
get the spirits removed. Away. Not that they heal them.
Oh, noble.
So for the first proper mission, it's kind of challenging. When I first played this game back in the day, it was not so easy to do all this.
See the light.
Phase 2.
Fine work. You, my friend, show promise. Meet me near Hope.
The monster is defeated.
Yay.
Let's get our sorry behinds to Hope. On the double.
It's just awesome to
He
see.
makes
again.
it sound easy.
Oh, someone got a promo card. Nice. So that was the campaign mission that I wanted to show, and now I'm going to show you a random random map with a different deck. Yeah, and I've spent all my free time over the last week to play this for a bit. I played a bit with a friend as well, and we were trying to get some of these points here that you get as a reward for questing and random maps. No, questing and achievements, and yeah. Anyway, to buy new booster packs with, and gold to upgrade the cards. Right, so I did get an achievement, a daily reward. 75 Battleforge points, which are shown up here, and then you can go and buy a booster pack for 450, which contains 8 cards from, you know, everything. You see the possible contents here. You can count real quick. It's a lot of cards. So these booster packs are always very, very exciting to open up. You can also buy more focused ones. Stonekin is a faction in the game, Lost Souls as well, so you would focus more on this type of blue and green cards, and the Stonekin, which are these guys here. We can't currently see it. That's a Stonekin, I think. So yeah, they reworked the original system a bit to make it fair for everybody, and it's a whole lot of fun. When you play 45 minutes, you get a booster for 100 Battleforge points less. Obviously, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm basically going to buy one booster every time I played for 45 minutes. That works perfectly for me. And then there are rewards you get. You get 2 quests every 24 hours that you can try to finish. PvP or PvE is or both is your choice. I'm a PvE player, so I get PvE quests. Win a campaign map. Find gold chests. Oh, if we play another campaign map, I get more points. So we're going to do that instead of the random map. I'm just quickly going to show you the random map, right? You go to your world map, click 1 player, choose your difficulty. Let's pick 5. And you see it's difficulty 5. It's approximately 24 minutes maximum. And you can create. Let's pick a different deck. Got a fire and shadow deck that I'm working on. Wolfsaw, welcome. No, the real money was completely removed. Otherwise, EA would have taken them down instantly. There's no money involved here. They just have a Patreon to keep server costs. There you go. That's a random map. You have the goal is defeat all enemies. You've got 24 minutes. Go, go, go. And then you summon your first units.
Sunstriders move out.
The random maps are pretty cool because they contain different layouts and different types of enemies, right? And yeah, that's just a lot of fun. So, magic. Ooh.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Here, kitty, kitty. Oh, okay.
Out of control.
So then you would just try to get to the next energy well fast, or defeat as many enemies as possible, and so on and so forth. And this already was not ideal because I lost so many units. But the red and the black cards, or the red and the shadow cards, they play differently from the frost and nature ones. So you play more aggressively. I've got a building that gives me back more energy when units die in its radius, right? I can place that here. I should have placed it here, so the units I lost would have refunded the energy cost faster, so I could have summoned them back faster as backup and kept the pressure on the enemy. So it really is an RTS game, and it involves the micromanagement, and the faster you are with the commands and the assessment of situations, the better it is for you.
Head in.
Right? So that's how random maps work. But since I can get a quest if I do another campaign map, I'm just gonna do that. We've got 24 minutes. That should probably work out. Yeah, random map for 1 player. It's not all. There's random maps for 2 players. And there's random maps for 4 players. They are playing at difficulty 10. I have no chance. My decks are not good enough. And there's a big 12-player map here. I think, if I remember correctly, it's 12 players. And there's a lot of PvP. People love that. And user-generated maps are also a thing. So there's community content. And training and actual duels. Like non-ranked PvP, right? And the campaign maps, some of them can be completed with 2 players, like these here. And then there's 4-player maps. We are gonna do... Which one is cool? Siege of Hope? Nah. Defending Hope. Oh yeah, Defending Hope is exciting. Let's try that with the... Red and Shadow deck. It's not ideal for the situation, so I have to improvise a bit. That's pretty cool. Right, so hopefully I can win this in 24 minutes. Yeah. So you can just download this and play it. It's a self-contained
The Twilight will try to destroy the 2 soul stones. Protect them at any cost. Move! Repel those attackers!
Yes, quickly. So the pressure is on instantly, right?
Sunstriders, move out. Showtime.
We're gonna try to protect these soul stones here.
Check. Targets.
And get more energy we can. Are there attackers here as well? Of course. Of course. Right, so we've got enough energy to build our first defense. Nail them, yeah. Probably.
They're attacking a soul stone. Protect it.
Yeah, we're on it. Shut up.
They're attacking a soul stone. Protect it.
Yes. He's gonna keep nagging. Right, so we're gonna set these guys up here. How are they doing over there? They're doing good.
They're attacking a soul stone. Protect it.
Get out. We are doing it.
Blazes, that was close. Mount a proper defense until the soul stones have regenerated.
Right, I'm putting the archers on the battlements. We are getting energy back, and we can pick our second monument as soon as we've got 150 energy. We could get more energy here, so I need to decide if I want to push that. I think I need the second monument before I can do that. So we're gonna pick Shadow. More protection. Protect harder.
They're coming.
So this is not a chill map. Very non-chill map. Oh, this is the wall where I don't have any.
Wastelanders.
Let's build a tower. That's gonna help. So I'm sending the archers on the top here. And here.
Sunstriders, move out.
Now we're shooting.
Sun elves.
Attack the big guy. Repair the walls. See what's happening on the other side.
Show.
They're doing alright. They are outnumbered though.
Wastelanders.
Gonna send them down to heal.
Right.
Next to buildings and energy wells, the units heal. That's worth doing. Okay, that looks alright.
Check.
See, they have their work cut out for them. We'll build another tower here. And then I think we've got a base defense set up.
Wastelanders.
You guys go over there.
Your forces are under attack.
Sunstriders.
So rude. Oh, they are pushing down hard here. But that's alright. We have now 2 monuments. That means we can call in tougher units, the commandos.
Bandit commandos!
They are ranged fighters as well. Second tower.
Mr. Death.
Mr. Death.
Showtime.
Okay, then why did that get destroyed? That's rude. This is not allowed. Okay, protect the soul stones until they regenerate, which takes another 7 minutes. And we are Still getting power from the pool, so we can I get some bandits and just grab these here.
Banditos having a fun. Let's raid
Having
this
a
giant.
fun. Let's see if we can sneak past the enemies. Close the gate and off we go. Give them some.
Evil banditos of spooky doom.
They are the best. Right, so as soon as we've got 100 energy. Oh. So that's where they send them. Call back. Yeah, we can call
Bring on the loot.
on them to come over here, and then we push back afterwards. See, they are defending whatever is down there. More energy. Okay, we kind of want more energy, but obviously we need more than 2 units of bandits to get that. Can we get some of these guys? They are siege engines, basically, and they're also very fast. Oh, they can't reach them there.
There are a lot of enemies coming from those buildings. Destroying them would surely ease the pressure.
Oh, really? So, the way I
Catch
see
them,
it,
Percy. Slit their bellies.
this is easier to get,
Come on.
and it's
We're not
3
paid by
wells.
the hour.
Whee! Another tower here. No, the walls are fixed as props on the map. You can't build them yourselves, but you can build lots of different buildings for defense purposes. Right. Okay, so the latest wave here.
Banditos.
We're gonna get
Let's
outside.
raid this giant.
Put the lizards into siege mode. And wait until we have 100 energy so we can build another energy well, because we desperately need more power. More power. We're gonna defend it. Our lives. Ah, there's it.
Brutality wholesale.
Let's wait
Rogan
until
Kale
they're...
and his group have arrived, but they'll never get past the twilight. Head north and cut a path for him.
Okay, so we're supposed to help Rogan and his friends. They're up there. They've got a defense tower and a big unit, so that's not the first
Your
thing we're
forces
doing.
are under attack.
There's that. Lots of commotion here. Oh, that's alright. I'm still getting more energy. We definitely need that.
Catch their Percy. Slit their bellies.
Let's
Renegades. Skull.
get the commandos off the battlements there.
Commandos.
That should be enough to get those. Oh, we got more friends there. Let's see. Like I said, these guys have the range,
Extra loot, boys.
so we can
The attacks are getting stronger. Be prepared.
pull them in. Gonna boost the unit here. Munch.
Renegades.
Yeah, these are troubling. Lost the bandits. But we're getting them.
Raid
That's alright.
and pillage.
That's alright. We just need to push past the tower and then we've got Rogan Kale in safety.
Stop idling.
Okay, they are pushing past now. Right. Fair enough, they can do that. Meanwhile, we check what's going on. Yeah, that's not the button I wanted. I want to open it. Making sure that we are repairing. Okay, Rogan Kale. Yeah, well, his men are gonna get slaughtered like this. Gonna set them on siege duty.
Rogan's through. Well done.
By Rogan's
Make
men.
sure your defenses are solid. They'll attack soon.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got plenty of energy. 2 shadow blobs. Go on. Totally forgot to build the third one. because we've got pretty good defense units.
Raggedy men.
Yeah, we lost them. Ooh. Yep, we can put commandos up there.
Bandit commando.
They're a bit stronger. Now, there's another monument for us. Yeah, he's our friend. We have to survive by keeping the soul stones alive, and Rogue and Kale also needs to survive. He's over here. Right, the
Enemies lay siege to your base.
quests are tracked up here. With 300 energy, we could pick up
Bring on the gold.
another monument.
Take point.
And you can go to the corners and destroy the enemies there also.
A monument is under attack.
What? Oh, one got through. Oh yeah, look at that. They got through at the bottom. And I get some magma hurlers to kick them out. They are pretty strong units. We've got 4 of them though. Nah, we're fine. We're fine. Magma dudes are gonna have no problem with this. Right, now we can repair it. They can heal up. Right, now we've got 5 magma hurlers and they are yeah, they're pretty strong. Let's put it like that. Alright.
Brutality wholesale.
Now, the soul stones regenerate in 24 seconds. Oh, will they defeat the big guy? Going to biting mode. Yeah, of course.
Stop idling.
Oh yeah,
Enemies
they
lay
leave behind,
siege to your base.
leave behind a field of... that's not gonna work.
Killing time.
But they will help.
They'll
all
attack
them.
soon.
Your
Make
forces are
haste to
under
mount a
attack.
solid defense.
Now we can build some bigger towers. Oh look! Can you get... oh, they're already dead.
Elves of the fallen sky!
They already were sending the big guys here. A fallen elf, they can reduce an enemy to
I won't be ignored!
uselessness. Really good.
You I will kill free of charge.
Okay, let's see. We can get another hurler here and shadow insect.
Showtime.
And one of the big towers down here, I think. They use dead enemies' souls to power themselves, which is pretty cool.
Right spotted.
Now, this all looks rather manageable. But usually I play this this map with the green-blue deck because they've got more towers, or more interesting towers. Let's see. Get over here. Makeshift tower. Protect Rogan until the stone ritual. What? Ritual is completed. 8 minutes 23 seconds. It's a time. I want the last monument. But I don't have the energy yet. Let's see. We need 300, I think, for the last one. Yeah. This is like going back into a time when I was really actively playing a game hard, but I don't remember as much as I thought I would. It's slowly coming back though. It's been 10 years, right?
A power well is under attack.
Oh, not up there. I want that. No, no, no. This is mine. Can't have it. These bugs, they collect the essence of the dead and shoot it at the enemy. Pretty cool.
Your forces are under attack.
We're fine. Oh, they are out of range. Not anymore. Let's set our magma hunters to the south. Yeah, that's that. Now, I don't think I've got a double cost here, so it doesn't matter what I pick as the last monument. And then we can call in the Ember Strike, which is a very cool melee unit. And there are lots of spells that you can use, like Unholy Power, for example. One friendly unit gains additional strength, and it boosts a unit tremendously, so you can make one of your soldiers super powerful. Then there are these rifle contests, and they have a pretty cool
Church
skill.
of the Rifle.
I'm gonna show you
In
that.
the name of steel.
Here.
Oh, holy gun.
Yeah, they are of the Church of the Holy Gun, and they're gonna use it here.
Holy grenade. And thou shalt count to 3.
I find that hilarious. Right, so they build up energy, which then blasts the enemy to bits. It does a lot of damage. And it's super, super useful as a tactical nuke. As you can see, it was super long range. It costs 100 energy to do
Launch.
that. But, yeah.
Holy
powerful.
grenade.
One of the
Right, so
buildings has been destroyed. That
that's my
should ease the
task-
pressure.
my
Don't
task
slack on your
force here.
defenses, though. The soul stones will have regenerated soon.
Yeah, we're fine. So we can pick up some gold.
Your forces are under attack.
And you can play this map completely different, right? I just did the casual slow approach, but you can hardcore rush this and grab these two wells, and these, and then you can push hard. If you play this on a higher difficulty, you need to, because then the enemies are coming sooner, faster, with more units. Oh yeah. If it looks too easy, that's because we're playing on easy. Oh, they explode.
From my cold, dead hands,
Push back.
we carry the truth.
Okay. Well, sometimes the mouse input is not registering properly. A friend of mine had that issue in the last game we played together. I'm not sure if that's lag or something.
Oh, holy gun.
Uh-oh.
Launch.
Back up.
A power well is under attack.
One of the buildings has been destroyed. That should ease the
What are
pressure.
you doing there?
Don't slack on your defenses, though.
Nuking them. These spells here. Okay, so now we remove 2 of the enemy's buildings. So they don't spawn more reinforcements from there. And then we can basically move them all into the camp. I remember that I beat this on the highest difficulty at some point in the past, and I was pulling back closer and closer around these soul stones, and it was super close to a loss. But I think I won
Your forces are under attack.
ultimately, and that was just amazing fun. Right, so now we're gonna wait for another 2 minutes, and then we're good. And right on time, also. Perfect. Power here.
Monks of the rifle.
Oh yeah, we're at the unit limit, right? When you're at the unit limit, you can pick out some of
Out
the
of control.
not so powerful ones and replace them with others if you feel like you need to.
From my cold, dead hand, count me among thy saints.
Right, now I can use my super task force here.
A power well is under attack.
Oi, up there again. Oh, look at that! They're gonna ravage. Yeah, I'm not gonna get there fast enough.
A power well has been destroyed.
Come on, Jason.
Go get it. Lucky man. Very rude.
Everybody
I thought this was safe, but I should obviously have built some defenses here. Stop this from happening. Build towers. Last attack, 50 seconds. I don't need to leave the doors open for them. Right, and we can get some melee units out in case someone makes
Your
it
forces
through.
are under attack.
Oh yeah, I opened the door, didn't I? I forgot about the birds. Right, let's fall back.
Enemies lay siege to your base.
Oh yeah. The
Enemies
first
lay
time,
siege to your base.
the first time around you don't know that. Later on, you kind of do. Start
Just
them
a little
fire.
longer.
Fire. 9 seconds. And this is really exciting.
The soul stones have
especially
regenerated.
the first time around.
Unleash the wrath of the fallen. Let the spirits of ancient kings deal out true justice. I'm impressed, Skylord.
Yay.
You held hope long enough to save the soul stones.
Yeah. And that's the game, right? You collect your victory. You also get some resources if you lose. So you always get something out of the games that you play. Which is good because the time investment per session is pretty high. So out of this I got 450 XP, 130 gold, 106 battle forge. Right, I did get another quest. Oh, this is an achievement. I got a magma hurler card, nice. Battle forge points. Battle forge points. So I did both my daily quests. And I can still get 196 battle forge points for playing. After that I don't get any more. Then I just get gold, right? So there's a limit to how much you can get per day, and you can use that to buy the boosters. Now I have played for 45 minutes. That means I get one booster cheaper. I'm gonna buy this one here for 350. And then you have this collectible card moment where you see, oh, we're gonna open a booster, and you don't know what's in it. And you can either flip them all at once, or you can go single click. The Infernal Machine, what's that again? I remember. Activate to cast a fiery aura upon every friendly building in the current game. Oh yes. Every hostile unit within a 20-meter radius around affected buildings will be severely hurt. So this is what you can use to defend what we've just seen. That was pretty good. Let's see. An Enforcer. Timo, welcome in. Enforcer is a good one. It's an ogre. They can charge. They're a medium unit, relatively cheap. Don't have a deck for them yet. A Tree Fiend. More commandos. Blessed Lifestealer in this case. Oh, a Lost Wanderer. Nice. They're fun. And a Lifestealer. And a Soul Splicer. Which one's that again? Give me the mouse over. I remember this one. It gathers energy from nearby corpses equal to their former maximum life points to store them away or support friendly units around. You can store up to 2650. Every second, friendly units in a 25-meter radius will receive a buff that allows them to deal 50% more damage. Okay. The effect will last for another 15 seconds after leaving the aura. You need to collect the corpses, of course. You can activate corpse sharing to make the stored corpses accessible to other entities that also gather energy from corpses, like these towers here. Or these insects. That's a pretty specific card. Let's see where it is again. We're going to filter. Right, it's a rare shadow card. Promo Harvester would have been nice. But I got the Shadow Mage, happy about that. And also got the Fallen Sky Elf earlier, last week. Sorry, that's what you do with your points, and that's how you build your decks and increase your collection. Obviously, you gotta catch them all, right? And yeah, that's Battleforge Reborn as Skylords Reborn. You can pick it up and play it. The link for the game's forums is up here. And you should really give it a try if you are into RTS games / deck builders. It's a very niche concept that sadly didn't really get much traction. So EA did shut down the servers, but I still am not happy that they did that. But yeah, now we can play it again and everybody's happy, right? And we're gonna jump to the next game. We are checking the next Fest demos out today, and I had to sneak this one in because I was so happy that I found it.